What's up? What's up? What is up? What is up? I am your host, DJ Water. Today, let me introduce again my co-host. Let me get it right this time. Let me get it right this time. Retired Staff Sergeant Byron Rocker.
Okay. All right. Good job, Curtis.
Good job. Right this time, okay.
How y'all doing?
Again, this is the underground. Look, last time we had a discussion. You said you had a little time you spent in Oklahoma, which is one of the cities that I've always wanted to go to because I always heard they had some Cowboys there. First of all, I'm a Cowboy fan, so if you don't like Cowboys, okay, I got Pittsburgh going down.
Oklahoma don't have a fucking football team.
I know that. I'm just getting some relevance on why I wanted like going to Oklahoma.
Don't worry, they say Oklahoma is a suburb of Dallas.
Really? Yeah, what we doing? Okay. Maybe so. I don't know. Let me get this guy our toast on, bro. Glad you made it home after all that time overseas. You been back? How long you been back?
2.5 years. Almost be 3 years in November.
Okay. 3.5 years November. Okay.
But I spent loads of last year in Germany and in Texas and in,
Right.
I was in Germany I was in Texas for like 2 months and I was in Germany for 2 months. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You was in Texas for 2 months and Germany for 2 months. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how the hell you get to Oklahoma?
It was 1984, Curtis. I wouldn't do it.
What the hell? Because that's a
I'm
stretch.
fucking you up. That was when I first left home.
Yeah, I agree.
I went to Germany and shit. When I left Germany the first time, I ended up in Oklahoma. That's how I ended up in field artillery.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the field artillery school is in Oklahoma.
Oh, so you had to go there for school? Okay.
No. That was my permanent party station there. I was stationed second of the 18th Field Artillery, still on target, sir. That was everybody had a motto. When you saluted, you had to reprove that motto to everybody and shit. Yeah.
Really?
You gotta remember, Curtis, all this is prior to the first Gulf War. Okay?
Right.
You gotta remember this.
Mm-hmm.
1984 was left over from Vietnam, and the last time we had been in war with somebody was Vietnam. Okay?
It was you said 84?
84 is when I went to Oklahoma.
Okay.
Vietnam ended in 75. Okay?
Every time I think about that, bro, I'm like, you said,
you
said 84s and 75. I'm like,
because you remember that shit.
I was in high school in 75. 75, I was,
I know you was, I
was a freshman. 75, 75, 76. Yeah, I was a freshman.
First grade, so you wasn't a fucking spring chicken.
No, I wasn't.
You're not a spring chicken.
And then,
okay,
then you jumped to 85. That's 10 years later. I'm like, so what the fuck was I doing in 85?
Now, see, I remember where I was because by the year by where I was, pretty much. Because my shit changes. Right. Because 84, I got to Oklahoma, and I had never been Oklahoma. I got in a cab at the airport. This is what made me so bad, because me trying to be, that's when you had to fly with your uniform on. I landed in it, because that's when they used to fly.
Make me sway just a little bit.
I used to go from, they used to fly from Frankfurt to St. Louis, used to be the main flight.
Right.
Came in from Germany, mostly was St. It started off being just St. Louis. I don't know how it ended up being St. Louis, but that's what it was. You either went to McGuire in New Jersey, or you landed in St. Louis. That was back in the 80s. That's when you flew overseas. That's when you could smoke on the plane, and you could drink and all that shit. I used to wear my uniform on the plane and shit. So when I got to Oklahoma, I fucking bought one too many drinks in the airport. I had to catch a bus from St. Louis to Lawton, Oklahoma.
Damn.
It was 18 months. Hell, that's the first time ever catching the Greyhound. You know what? That was the last goddamn time.
18 months. They don't stop every motherfucking way.
Okay, we stopped at everybody who left a light on.
Yeah. They know, yeah.
They
don't tell you when you buy the ticket how long it's going to be?
Everything's a guesstimate, Curtis. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have all this shit there. Cause there wasn't no
Yeah,
information. Be quiet.
I gotta think when I'm
Be quiet. Be
time.
quiet. Be quiet. You
Okay.
can't think like that. Cause we didn't have all that.
I
we
gotta
didn't have
remember
that to worry about because we didn't fucking know.
You just had maps looking at shit driving. Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, no
Wasn't
GPS.
no GPS.
Yeah.
You either knew where it was or you fucking didn't or somebody told you.
Hey.
Somebody drove you a strip map.
Yeah. Wow. I gotta remember that though. That's the one thing I gotta think about. Every time I ask that question, I gotta remember this is 70s and 80s. What no damn GPS.
Now check this out though. I got off
Okay.
because I had to catch them 18 hours, man. This fat lady got on somewhere in between Oklahoma and fucking between St. Louis and Oklahoma. She got in Missouri somewhere. I was like, I rode up. I got off in Lawton, Oklahoma. I was gonna see my first tumbleweed, cause you know in the movies how we was young, used to watch the Western tumbleweed. I had never seen none of that shit before. I was in this regular ass Chevy cab, going to cab from the airport. Cause in Germany you catch a taxi in Germany. They don't have cab, they have taxis, which means they have like Mercedes and BMW and all their cars are like.
Damn.
I got the Chevy, motherfucker. I had to look at this motherfucker gum stuck to the seat, all kind of shit. So I was like, this is the cab in Oklahoma. Hold up. So we get to the post and shit. They dropped me off. That shit was crazy to them. Oklahoma.
Wow.
That's the first time I've been. That's the first South I've been to Oklahoma. It's flat. It's flat.
Ain't no hills, no mountains.
But there is hills, but they way off in the distance, which means it's a long ass way away. Cause you know I was in field artillery. I was an 8-inch with all these rounds around. That's when I met a 50 caliber machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I learned about the 50 cal.
I can imagine how big that motherfucker was.
No, just the lower receiver's about this fucking big. I forgot what the measurements was. And then you got a barrel, but the barrel just comes separate. You have to put that some bitch together.
Well, how big are the bullets? About this motherfucking big?
50 caliber bullets, yeah, exactly.
Damn. You can imagine one of them motherfuckers hit your ass. It's a wrap.
Yes.
You don't even feel it till you fall the fuck over.
You won't feel it. That's the problem. You won't feel it.
Cause you got a big ass hole in your ass.
Yeah, but when I was in Oklahoma, it was an experience though. Had a golf course. That's the first time I met Native Americans. They had reservations close to there. That was close to I ever met Native Americans. We used to have a couple people in my unit. And I remember when I was first in Germany, we used to have this dude named Chief in our unit. We used to call him Chief. He was a mechanic. He was a good ass mechanic, but he was alcoholic like a motherfucker. He used to fight all the time. That's a couple years later, but when I was there,
You said he was alcoholic?
yeah, no, because I was Oklahoma, man. And what I didn't understand, I had to buy a car when I got to Oklahoma because you can't walk nowhere in Oklahoma. Everything's far.
Right.
No, everything's far, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody drives. And they had like the strip where you go there and they know I know they had like the TD bars and all that kind of strip bars and all that massage parlors. You know, it's outside the military base. You had that kind of pawn shops and shit. Everybody prayed over the soldiers and shit. We had this one dude, he thought he bought a TV brand new. Dude opened the box, my had bricks wrapped around the frame of the TV. I said, he was
That was the thing. That was the thing back then.
Yeah.
That was the thing back then.
Scammed.
Mm-hmm.
That was a put together
That was
scam because it took a lot of thought into wrapping that motherfucker back up, putting it in the box, putting it in the package like it's brand new.
Because when nobody think it wasn't been open, so you looking at it like, and it feels heavy like a TV.
Right.
Yeah.
When over the TV had a TV rock.
That was a scam back in the day. It sure was.
No, but I was glad to get out of Oklahoma though.
What was it?
Cold, man. It was a prejudice outside of
I was agreeing. Yesterday when we talked about it, I was going to ask you that, but I wanted to.
Because I used to meet this chick this out there. I met this chick though. Mm-hmm. I had a buddy, you know. He stayed in the barracks with me, so and he wanted me to give him a ride because I bought his old Cutlass.
Right.
And it was a Monte Carlo, '73 Monte Carlo. And I drove. He wanted me to drive to his girlfriend's house, so I got to get in the car. We driving through looking for the. And I see back then when they had no GPSs, we had none of that.
Okay.
You just had to know, or you had to fucking guess, or you had to ask somebody. So I'm riding around with this motherfucker. He knows how to get there, thank goodness. We went to the girl's house. The girl was walking down. We seen the girl coming back from somewhere. I don't know where she was coming back from. This baby stayed in a motherfucking container, dog. She had a padlock from the front door and shit.
She stayed in that container, like.
No, they had sheet metal houses in Oklahoma.
Like a shipping container?
No, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
People have, because out in the south, in the west, Kirks, and out there, it's nice and dry, no snow. It don't get like it does here. A lot of rain and all that kind of shit. You have rain, and tornadoes, and all that shit, but on the whole, shit might burn up first because the grass catch on fire and that shit will come through and burn up every motherfucking thing.
Damn.
Yeah, because we used to have fires on. We used to go to firefighting class because we used to shoot those rounds off of range, and like when you send that's why they didn't like to let you shoot the white phosphorus rounds because they burned. They set everything on fucking fire, and then you had to go put that shit out yourself. Shovel. You get your helmet. They just had people on standby to go do that shit. I used to hate that shit too. That's when you had funeral detail. You had to go to every battalion had a funeral detail. The company battery had a funeral detail. You had to go to a funeral stuff when people died. You had to go to the funeral and carry the body and do the 21 gun salute thing and fold the flag and all that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's some sad shit. I was on the altar and I couldn't do it because thank goodness, I don't know how I lucked out, but the deal was the person who was in charge had to get the guys ready to go. Somebody had to be in charge and was gone. That just so happens to be
you.
Because I had been in the Army 4 years.
Right.
And I was just E4 promotable at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some responsibility. It's okay, but this motherfucker kind of responsible. He finished this, so they leave you in charge of shit with everybody. But I got out of doing that because we had to do, he got a court martial for laughing at the funeral.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. They took remember one time they said they was at the funeral, they was holding the body, you know how, because when you the pallbearer, you sit on the front row. Mm-hmm. Military funeral, you sit on the front row.
Right.
Okay, the people bring the body and set it down, they right there. They sit down, like they had a family stuff, but they right close, so when their body's ready to move, they gonna get up and go get it and move it where we got it.
Right.
That's why it's called a funeral. Okay?
Damn.
And you had to go, people had to do that on the weekends.
What was he laughing about?
I have no idea. They try to make each other laugh. That's fucked up. You can't tell knuckleheads nothing, Curtis. These are young people.
That is so disrespectful. You trying to make
they
them
curse. They don't care. They didn't care until that motherfucker got a court martial. We had that problem no more. You get court martial, extra duty, and they still make you do the shit. See.
And you get sent to the crib.
No, you don't.
I thought when you court martial, ain't that?
No, the court martial, they take your money and they give you extra duty, as they call it, which means once you get off your regular job, they got a job waiting for you to do.
Shit.
That's called extra duty.
Wow.
Yeah. I never got in trouble for nothing because they started putting me in trouble. Because when I was in Oklahoma, everybody was coming from Korea. I thought they was going to send my ass to Korea first. I'm glad I didn't. They was going to send me to Korea, but I ended up going back to Germany because I got promoted.
I guess I thought you was glad about that. Well,
no, go where?
Back, they didn't get to it. They didn't send you to Korea.
I couldn't do shit about it today.
I'm saying, I know it, but I'm just saying, I'm glad you said you're glad you didn't.
No, I would have wanted to go. Hey, I probably would have paid child support over there too. I would have paid in 2 countries now. I'm glad they didn't add a third one to the mix. My dumb ass would have fell for that trick again. I'm just a sucker. Guess what?
Yeah, I didn't think about that way.
Okay, I'm
shit.
I already paid child support to 2 countries.
Right.
Shit. I took the court to 2 countries and lost in 2 countries. I'm glad they didn't throw in a third one. Huh? I ain't got to worry about none of that no more. It's gonna be empty. That shit tough because I was stopping got about it.
I ain't tripping. No, I ain't tripping. You know, if I did have a sponsor, that's the BDM, you can't hardly see it. This is a Crown Flash. That's just if I had a sponsor, it'd be Crown. Just saying.
Not cursing. Oklahoma was okay, cause that's how I met my first country girl right there. In Oklahoma. She was real country. She was from Texas. She was from Texas, this girl I met. And she lived in, her husband was in Oklahoma. She had a baby by the
There you go,
left.
You see how you try to slide in there?
What?
Her husband. So you was fucking around on
Curtis. Everybody,
Yeah. See how he tried to slide in there? He tried to slide past that one.
No, but them events, Curtis. It was her ex-husband.
Okay, well, you didn't say that.
I did say that.
You said husband.
I said her ex-husband. I said, because her husband's in the military. She got married to, I don't know how they ended up in Oklahoma, but she had 2 kids. They had 3 kids. She had 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I met her at the club there. At this club called the Chat and Chew. I just love the Chat and Chew, boy.
Chat and Chew?
Yeah, that's what you call it, Chat and Chew. Lawton, Oklahoma. Over on 1st Street. That's back when they had this club called the Black. They had no, because they just give you a club card. You pay for the year. You pay for the year. You can get in the club. Occasionally, except when they have like bands and stuff, you might have to pay extra, but you get in the door for free, and you can bring 1 person when you went in. So that's why I used to go there, because I used to keep a bottle in the trunk of my car. See.
Chat and Chew. Wow.
Hell yeah. Oklahoma was all right. I didn't like it was too country though. And goddamn, it's too country. This girl threw a knife at me, and that's when I had to break up with her.
Damn.
That's exactly.
I'm with some motherfucking Green Barleys and Barland and Daily Circus type
country,
shit.
Curtis. I told you she was from the country. I seen her walk to the mailbox 2 blocks to get the mail in the cold barefoot.
Why the mailbox so fucking far? They can't get up in the yard or something?
You asking the wrong one, cause I was just trying to get the pussy.
Nigga,
I wasn't for none of the other stuff, okay? I was trying to get the pussy. I didn't fuck. Back then, I used to go through some shit, okay? Cause I used to go down. I used to put up with a lot of shit. Cause back then, baby.
Long and motherfucker.
No. I was at her house visiting, and she went in. Cause I was always bring chicken and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she had kids, you know. All you do is go to churches back in the day. They used to tell us you put a 2-piece snack of church's chicken and drive through Lawton View and the babes would come out. Me and this dude that just got there, we did that shit and our babes came out. Man, bad bullshit, Curtis. That shit fucked me up. I thought they was bullshit.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I met a girl over there I seen when I got to Germany. Her husband, well, she was married. I met her. I ain't gonna say no names. This is long. We talking 1984, Curtis. 85. 85, 86. Because when I came back to Germany, that's why I ended up in Swedish Commune messing with the missiles and shit. Because once you get in field artillery, they try to keep you. See, I had a secret clearance. I didn't even fucking know that. I didn't even know that.
You didn't?
No. I didn't find out till I ended up in Persian. And then I was like, you didn't know, because you know, once if you're alternate for the program, then you still got to go through everything that the regular people go through. But you just don't know. But see, I didn't know that. I thought all of us was going through the same thing, but that they did shit that I didn't do.
Right.
Because you only can have so many people doing this shit. You got to keep it at a certain number all the time, just in case a war break out. You gotta go. You gotta have your team there that automatically goes up. But that's how I ended up in Swedish Commune. I ended up in Persian. I learned a lot about I was under Reagan right there. I told you I came in with Reagan. Reagan was inaugurated the first time. The hostage was released from Iran.
Went through 2 Bushes.
Went to 2 Bushes, a Clinton,
Obama,
and Obama. No. I retired before Obama, buddy.
Well, you out there so you was the last one for you was Bush.
Yeah.
2 Bushes. Damn.
I got 2 Bushes, father and son. Supported both damn wars. That was back in that. That was, but see, right now, that's why I don't get political now, because people in the military got a hard choice. Some people do it because they want to do it. They believe in America and all that old patriotic shit, see? And then you had the people with the politics, and they throw the politics in there, and you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, we don't know all this shit, because you're telling us don't mean it's right.
Right.
People, and that's what's wrong now. The information, you got all these big billionaires buying up all the media companies, so nobody really trying to not let you know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I just want you to know, they might be doing that, but while all this shit's going on, people fucking risking their life. I just want y'all to know, it ain't stopped. It's been going on for more than for 250 years. You understand that thing?
Seems like that.
So it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna, but I hate to see it go that way.
Seems like every 2 years there's a motherfucking war.
No.
Seems like it now.
Well, they Trump drum nose up.
Shit, you know.
Trump drum nose up. I don't get. I ain't getting got no dog in the hunt no more. But I feel sorry for the team because I was on the team.
Right. I feel sorry. I feel sorry for him too. I do. It ain't.
No, but see, you know, it's the nature of the game though. It ain't a secret. That's the problem. It's not a secret, Kurt. It's just been going on for decades. So it ain't like we just started.
I don't even like that quote. It's the nature of the game. That makes me seem like I'm a motherfucking part of this game and I'm losing.
You ain't losing.
I'm the one getting knocked the fuck off. While everybody else is in Harvard, Stanford. You know where I'm going? Okay.
No, Kurt, it don't matter. But that's the way the cycle's been going on like that, Kurt. Sorry. I ain't got nothing to do with all that. I'm just telling you how it is, okay?
And we're gonna post to change that cycle. Our politicians.
I ain't a political person, Curtis.
You know, politicians change.
All I'm trying to worry about is how much my check is at the end of the month. That's all I have to worry about these days.
That's what I be saying about my damn job. They be talking about changes and this, that, third.
Curtis, I'm done with all that shit. I'm done with all that.
As long as my motherfucking account say what it needs to say on every Friday, I don't give a damn what you do, because I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do my job very well. But that account better be swell when I get done doing my job. Very well.
Yeah, but I don't. Like I say, I don't work no more, so you know. I made my choices.
I think I'm gonna go there one day. I'm gonna make a stop there in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, I would like to go back to Oklahoma too, but I tell you, I ain't got no reason to go to Oklahoma though. I got pulled over in Oklahoma when I drove from California. Back I got pulled over right outside. I got pulled over in Missouri.
I wonder if it's changed now since it's so. Because back then you said it was racist, well, a little racist, allegedly. You said
I
wonder about
it. I tell you what.
I'm just saying.
Some parts of Oklahoma have militiamen and all them.
Yeah.
All that. All militias. They have the militias over there, Curtis. The white supremacist groups, all that shit's everywhere, Curtis.
Well, see, that's back then. I don't know if it's still like that now.
It's still like that now. Some parts, Curtis. I was in the place called Chickasha, Oklahoma. Where I was looking for this girl's house. Always a woman involved, and I was in some bullshit. There was always a fucking woman involved normally. And I seen this old white dude was walking and shit, and I asked him directly, "Excuse me, sir," and I asked him, "So yeah," he said, "Your people down there on the other side of the tracks. Go down there and make a left." I didn't say shit, Curtis.
I'm saying your people. Damn.
I didn't tell you. No. He didn't stutter. He just said it like he normally says it. You understand what I'm saying? And I caught this. I caught that drift. I said, it was just me.
Right.
I'm looking on cotton. This is the first time I've ever seen cotton growing out of the ground, Curtis.
Right.
On both sides of the road.
I'm gonna say your people. Damn.
Exactly. I wasn't gonna say shit. We talking 1984.
Right. And then you're going down the way, motherfucker, make that right.
That's exactly what I did.
Don't veer left. Don't go straight. Take your ass right down there.
They said, go there on the other side of the tracks. Okay, sir, I'm going down on the other side of the goddamn tracks.
Don't. Motherfuckers gonna be waiting on you.
No, man, you have people used to get lynched on military bases and so they don't have that shit in the paper, cause you don't read about that shit.
No, they ain't gonna tell you that. Yeah, who would join? Bunch of more white people.
No, but I'm just saying, cause I ain't saying now. I ain't got nothing to do with what's going on now. I'm just saying that's the way it used to be. But when I was in Oklahoma, I was so glad to leave because wasn't shit in Oklahoma. I remember the motherfucker wake me up on a Saturday morning. I was drunk in the motherfucker on Friday. Wake me up, this white dude, my room dog. He gonna knock on the door and say, this guy, and he gonna say, you want to go to a buffalo chip throwing contest with it? I was like, no. You woke me up to ask me that because they used to have buffalo chip throwing contest. So they take buffalo shit and they see how far they can throw it. The patties. Exactly. That's a fucking sport. That was a sport, no. They had rattlesnakes and shit. They used to fuck me up, cause this motherfucker send us out on the range and pick up all this trash that people be leaving out there. Like army people, you know. We had like old camouflage poles and people leave trash. We had to clean up, go out and pick that shit up by hand. I take my soldiers out there on the back. I told you I was a sergeant, and I was D4 promotable at first. Before I made sergeant, I had to go to PLGC to get promoted.
Why you gotta pick it up? I mean, what the fuck?
That was the motherfucker told you to do, Curtis. How many times I gotta tell you? You don't get the vote. It ain't a democratic thing there. There's only two types of people in the army: those who do and those who say do. That's it. There's only two types. If you don't like it, get out.
Those who do and those who say do.
That's it. You could be in either or position at any time. That's it.
Right.
That's all that is. That's all that is.
Right.
But that's just the way it was. But dude almost got bit by a rattlesnake talking about, Sarge, I'll catch it. This white dude trying to jump out the truck. Sarge, don't worry, I know how to. I said, yeah, if that snake bites you, you sucking shit and you still picking up trash after you get bit, motherfucker.
You can fall out right to look here, and that's just.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would wear some medical cover. I have to tell him, I said, you get bit, ain't sucking shit because you die.
I ain't doing that.
You talking about that Sarge, let me catch it. Let's see what it is. Because one dude almost blew us up, man. Because, you know, artillery rounds, once they make the rotations in the tube, once you fire, if it's a dud, as they say, that means it can blow up at any time.
Damn, really?
That's why they tell you don't fuck with unexploded ordnance. You find an old artillery round, that means if that bitch has been through the tube already, it can blow up at any time.
Well, how is that just volatile? It's the chemicals in it.
Don't ask me, Kurt. I didn't make the motherfuckers. I'm just telling you what because the dude picked up because we did 8-inch rounds.
Right.
8-inch rounds, you got the round, then you got the fuse, then you got the fuse plug, and you got timers and shit. You know, you just take it out and put the tube in here. But once you put that tube, whatever impact, once you screw that thing in the top, that bitch will blow up. That means you fired it through the gun, through the tube already, which means it did everything it needed to do to blow up, but blow up. Okay.
It's just a bomb waiting to happen.
Right. And dude came back with a truck. We had to call the fucking bomb disposal people. Shit, this stupid motherfucker. He scared this shit out of me. I go, because I sent him out. He was E4. I just made E5. I'm proud of shit. I just made sergeant. They had my motherfucking ass in charge. So my first time being in charge of shit, I mean, really, really is. That's why somebody's always in charge. There's always somebody's fault. Normally, the person in charge. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Period. It don't work no other way. You can't have nothing operate no other way. Somebody got to take responsibility. That's why you in charge, basically. You know what I mean? Try not to let shit happen, basically.
We got to shut this on down. We got to shut it down. We got to shut it down. I got to make a trip. Go pick up the pops. You know, we hanging out a little bit.
Yeah.
Take it to the stove, get these quote unquote beans. He said you want to get.
Yeah.
We already know what that is. Ticket house right up the street, around the corner.
Yeah. Just so happens about being
right across the street. Hey, it just how happens to be right there across the street.
I ain't doing nothing this time.
I ain't pulling nothing either. I mean, I'll take you up there, but I ain't pulling nothing.
Me either. I last 3 times up there. I said $10 each time going up there. I didn't win that shit.
I said.
I ain't win a free ticket or nothing.
Nothing. Not even, you win nothing on the free ticket.
No, nothing.
You doing nothing that.
I spent that's about $30 I spent. Almost $40. No, it was 40 because that's $40. Yeah. I spent 10 times that.
Exactly. Yeah. You gave Pops 10.
Yeah, but he didn't play.
Yeah. All right, until next time.
All right, see you next time.
Like I always say, what is it? Cinch us, motherfuckers.
Take care.